about Syria. I know I don't normally talk politics, but in this case, I do Bible readings on my channel, and I do unboxings, and I do a little bit of everything else. I've done cooking actually in the past, and I talk about my little diverse library, and sometimes I do slice of life type things. But this morning, I wanted to read from the Bible exactly where the promised land is. So this is the boundary of the land. On the north side, it will run from the Mediterranean Sea by the Hethon Road past Lebo, Hamath, and Zedad. Berathoth and Sebram, which lies on the border between Damascus, yes, I said Damascus, and Hamath, as far as the Hazar Hitron, which is on the border of Haran. We've heard of Haran a lot in the news. The boundary will extend from the sea to Hazar Enon or Enon along the northern border of Damascus, which shall border of Hamath to the north. This will be northern boundaries. On the eastern side of the border will run between Haran and Damascus along Jordan between Gilead and the east land of Israel to the Dead Sea and as far as Tamar. This will be the eastern boundary. So if you've ever wondered why the West Bank is to the east of the river, this is why. Because the West Bank is the west part of Jordan. And more than a third, but less than a half of Syria is included in this passage. That western part of Syria, and it starts out, of course, includes the Golan Heights and Damascus and other cities to the west of Golan Heights, and it goes up and it kind of cuts in for a second and then expands. So into a larger territory in northern Syria, as far as where it lies in Syria. And about 10-15 years ago, I was in a debate about, it's unrealistic that the Israeli people want all of the promised land in the Old Testament. And certainly Turkey wants that land, and certainly Iran wants that land, and Iraq, mainly Iraq. But and some of this promised land runs into Iran. So they feel threatened. And, the Turkish government wants to reestablish the Ottoman Empire, which includes all of Israel. So all of this land is wanted by so many factions. The United States wants to control it, and Russia wants to control it. Both the United States and Russia want to control it by de facto factions. Iran was sponsoring these terrorists, and now that Assad is gone, they have no influence, and all of those people are displaced. And actually, they released all the people from their political prison yesterday, and there's tons of people at that prison today looking for people that are missing. There's like 70 people believed to be in the basement or a hidden chamber in that prison, because one of the buildings has a or sub floors and maybe even caves underneath it. And they are looking for those lost prisoners who were political prisoners. They weren't criminals. They just spoke up against the Assad government. And also, in addition to the people that were political prisoners, and there were lots of people exiled. And there's over 3 million people in Turkey that are refugees, that are political refugees from the Assad government. And all of those going to come back to Syria? So I couldn't leave this alone. I know that because all of this is very, very prophetic. And when I was debating 10, 15 years ago on Facebook, I was absolutely wrong to believe that this wasn't possible. God is making this happen, that the Jews are getting the promised land back. I mean, the day or Assad government fell, they were already taking back the Golan Heights. And they had to say that it was a war buffer zone, that it was a buffer zone. They couldn't call it an occupation. I mean, I don't think they're moving grandma and her house and her kitchen in there yet. It's a staging area. And they took one city, and now they're bombing Damascus. The loss of life is horrendous, but these are ancient hates. And this is prophetic in the Bible that this was going to happen. A lot of people call this passage as to what the boundaries of Israel are going to be in the last days. And they are taking back their portion of Syria as we speak. And I've always supported Israel, and I always will, because they're God's chosen people. And if I lose people over this, it's okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I don't like everybody out there. I mean, I love everyone, but I don't particularly like some of the content out there. And so we're all free to pick and choose. And if you decide not to choose me anymore because I'm pro-Israel, because I'm a Christian and I believe the Bible, then, that's okay. You can, peace be with you. And I'd rather somebody move on because they don't like me than stay and be a thorn. So peace be with you. And I'm not going to make the peace sign, but I just wanted to get that out there, that this is all predicted in the Bible, and Israel will get the lament back. ISIL or ISIS will not, or organizations that have been, let's say, derived from ISIS or ISIL. Actually, ISIS really still does exist. They exist, ironically enough, near an American military base in south central Syria. And the Russians have had to leave, which that brought me joy. Hopefully, they won't concentrate all that more on Ukraine, but I think that's what Putin is going to do. So now that I've had my piece and said that, and wanted to, I don't know, actually kind of rejoice for a moment that God's chosen people are having a victory. Good morning, Craig and Tom and Timmy. So good to see you all here. Well, that's true, Tom. They have been fighting forever, but the names are changing, and there are more and more complicated groups. Like right now, there's a lot of change going on. And of course, you have Jews versus Arabs, and that's been going on since Ishmael and Isaac, and then later between Jacob and Esau. So all those factions are derivatives of that very beginning rip. And the thing is, like, there's a new Syrian army now, because when Assad left power, the United States started a new Syrian army, because the old Syrian army was, well, they're without a paycheck because the sod is gone. Good morning, Skeeter. How you doing? Oh, I so did not get to go hang out with you guys yesterday at all. I had to handle some medical issues with some of my family members, and I was getting phone call after phone call, handling a situation. Actually, it was in another county. So life can get complicated, and I wasn't able to hang out with you guys yesterday, and I missed it. I really missed. Yeah, you're getting ready for Christmas. All right. Skeeter's a angler or a fisherman, and he has a channel where he goes out and he watches his poles and he talks to his audience while he's watching for a fish to get on. And the fishing community's gotten this habit of somebody gets a fish on, we all go bam, because you got a fish on. So the fish on phrase is strong with that community, and they catch a lot of fish. And if they go out and sit for hours, they still get to talk to their audience, just like I'm saying now, only they catch a fish. And if they don't catch a fish, well, we call that a skunk. And Skeeter, maybe fill me in on who got skunks yesterday and who got bams. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Skeeter. Oh, my goodness. Mrs. Skeeter is wonderful. Tom, I guess you were with the fishing community, too. I didn't recognize you at first because your name's just Tom. Yeah, Mrs. Skeeter is awesome. She does an awesome dance. So now I'm going to do an unboxing. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you guys are happily married. I hate to see unhappily married people. It is not fun. But people that are happy and celebrating. Now, Nana Tinks is a reseller, and she's actually a snowbird. She goes from up north to Florida at the change of season. And she put a cool sticker on here. It says, "Warning, contents are full of sparkle." Wonder. I don't normally order sparkle, but it is the holidays. So let's see what I got for Nana Tinks. Nana Tinks is with an auction group, Auction with Friends. That's her and Victoria from Adventures with Victoria. It says holiday cheer on it. It smells good. Oh my, this smells really nice. What is this? Okay, it's handmade soap with olive oil and shea butter, and it's called Holiday Cheer. It's Holiday Cheer soap. Yay. Let's see. I need a knife to cut this tape. So hang on just a second. Okay. This is more like a box cutter, but it'll do. It's got a spring in it that's like a safety thing. So I have to pull this down at the same time I'm bringing out the blade. So let's see. This bar of soap. It does have sparkle. I do not want to tear this box. I shared a video on my Facebook yesterday through Messenger of this woman that said she had gotten to the age where she liked, wow, it smells a little like peppermint. And you can see the kind of white and pinkish colors of peppermint in this bar of soap. Oh, thank you, Nana Tink. That is wonderful. We'll have to put that out. I got a little snowman dispenser, soap dispenser from my bathroom. So we're going to holiday out the bathroom sometime today. Good morning, Bob. How you doing? I'm sorry I missed everybody yesterday in the fishing community, but you know, just like you had to take care of your dad, I have to take care of my mom sometimes, and she is not. She has to go through an additional phase of recovery over the next couple of months, which are not going to be easy for her or for the family, because each time an event happens with someone elderly, it's much harder. I mean, even at my age, it's much harder when something happens. Like, what I went through being in the ICU during the hurricane this year. It takes longer for you to recover the older you get. And my mother is obviously older than me. So, but anyway, when I take a bath and I'm using this holiday cheer bar of soap, it's going to help improve my mood and rejuvenate me. So let's see. Good morning, Lynn and Journals. So Lynn and Journals must be connected. They're saying hello to Skeeter. And good morning, Stuart. How you doing? I want to tell everybody something about Stuart and I. I'm not Stuart's sweetheart. He just likes to say that. I mean, I'm glad he thinks I am sweetheart, but I'm not his sweetheart. He's engaged to Wendy. Yes, Bob is here. I mean, we're having angler time now. I'm waiting to see the Christmas tree with the ornaments on it. That's what I'm waiting to see. We're not going to have a Christmas tree this year. It's a long story, and it's somewhat sad, so I'm not going to tell it again. I have told that story before. So we are not going to have a Christmas tree, but I do have this really nativity German candle. And it has a nativity scene at the bottom. And when I get it set up, it's going to have candles along the edges, and the heat rises up and spins those propellers. And the first tier up there and the second tier rotate. And it's just beautiful. Good morning, Tooch Man. I'm talking about my nativity candle. And we're choosing not to have a Christmas tree this year. I just didn't think that I could put forth the effort this year. We are visiting Christmas trees in public places. And, I really love Christmas trees, but we're going to focus more. I have a beautiful nativity scene too. I need to get that set up. Lynn and Journals, I need to connect with you for sure. Let me see if I can take actions on here. I definitely see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add Toochman as a moderator. Toochman, you should be blue. Toochman's with the reseller community. Sometimes call him Poochman. I guess no one watches. It causes I talk too much. No, you talk all you want. And I'll get to know you and you get to know me. And maybe by next week you'll be blue. That's how it goes. I've known Toochman for over a year now, and I buy things from Toochman. And oh my goodness, I have been neglectful. See you later, Bob. All right. And everybody's subbing with everybody. I love that. Please connect. I did do an enveloping from Nana Tink this morning. I have done, I think, well over 30 unboxing and enveloping videos for Nana Tink. And she's back in Florida now. So if I order from Nana Tink now, she will be more local to me. Okay. That is not where that is. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to move a lot of stuff around. I've got tons of stuff to still unbox. Let me see if I can move this under the table and bring it out the other end. I'm not even sure this is Tooch Mint's package. I have about 6 packages waiting for me at the post office. And I have another 6 here that I need to unbox. And I might be causing myself a lot of chaos here. Hang on, everybody. Okay. I don't want... Okay. I cannot reach that today. So I'm going to have to do that another day. I changed my staging area to where I have the items to unbox over here. And over here next to me, I have the items that are packaging and stuff. Okay, let me see if I can reach a box to unbox. Let's see who I have here. Oh, this is from Deborah Shea. Now, Deborah is Timeless Jewelry by Deborah. I thought that was funny when I sent Bob a gift and he said he was expecting jewelry. I'll tell you, I'm expecting jewelry from Deborah. So let's open this up. I love these little boxes that have a tab that you have to fold out. And actually, I can't do that from there. Hang on just a second. One of the things I normally do before I unbox is I try to remove the label, and I was unable to do so. So I was wanting to make sure that I didn't show the label. Okay, I love these boxes that open this way. Okay, let's see. This needs to be cut again. So this part will lift up. And sometimes when I'm opening boxes like this, I end up tearing the flaps. And I've been trying to be more cautious so that doesn't happen. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Item is nested in bubble wrap right in the center. It has bubble wrap around it, so she packed it well. All right, thank you, Deborah. And here, whoops, is her business card. Thank you, Timeless Jewel by Deborah. Myra, thank you, and enjoy. Have a blessed holiday season, Deborah. YouTube channel, Timeless Jewel by Deborah, Timeless Jewel by Deborah at Gmail. Okay. So this is just packing bubble wrap around the item. And here we have the item. And wow, she bubble wrapped this chain to protect it. I'd never seen that done. Let's see. I always kind of look at the item and how the bubble wrap is to see the best place to go in, because you don't want to damage the item with your knife. So I see there's tape here, and this bubble wrap's kind of been bent down or rolled down. So I'm going to cut the tape. Do you get blamed at the holidays for using too much tape? I do. I just notoriously. But I am the same way as a lot of these resellers. I think we're like all kindred spirits in that we love the tape. I think we all maybe were wrapping gifts for our whole lives, and when we started sending out packages, we extended it. But, you know, it's a good thing because your items are protected. This looks brilliant, whatever it is. Let me get a scissors, and I'll go underneath here. Oh, this looks delightful. Okay. I gotta cut this so I don't cut into the chain. So I'm gonna go high. I normally would do treat bubble wrap. Oh, here we go with ASMR. Sorry for those of you that don't like it. But I just love how she protected this chain. I got to figure out how to undo it, though, without hurting it. It definitely is protected for shipping. But usually I will unwrap stuff to protect or preserve the bubble wrap. And in this case, it's just not doable. So I'm going to lose a little more bubble wrap than I normally would. But this bubble wrap can still be used. If you're shipping a box and you need some protection in the corner, because this doesn't have to be wrapped around anything to be reused, you can do that. And get all this bubble wrap out of the way. I've got a mountain of bubble wrap over here. But look at this. This looks like a stone. It's cold. Oh my goodness, it's cold. Beautiful. And there's a stone on the top. It might be chameleon or jasper. Look at it. It's just gorgeous. And look, all this delicate work. Okay, this flips up. Oh my goodness, look at this. On the inside, it's like a velvet. Oh, how nice. Gosh, what a nice little purse. I mean, this is perfect to throw your keys and your driver's license in, for a debit card or a small phone. Cell phone. Let me get this bubble wrap off this chain. There's several layers here, so I don't think I'm going to hurt the chain by doing this. I don't want to put the pressure of the box cutter on it because I could cut into the chain when I'm pressing down. Oh, look at this. Beautiful long chain. I can see that it's doubled over more than several times. Okay. Where is that Noel box? All right, we're getting there. Don't give up. We're getting there. Oh, this is brilliant, Deborah. I hope you watch this later. I hope you and Anna Tink watch this later and see your unboxings that were done live. Look how gorgeous that is. And look at this chain. I mean, it's so long. Let me see. I don't even have the space maybe to measure it. Let's see. I can get a rough estimate. Here's my tape measure from Mark and Michael, Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale. Let's see how long this is. Okay, one side is centimeters, one side is inches. So I would say, because this is crunched up here, that it's 20 inches hang and it's 40 inches long. That's my estimate. That's not precise, but look at this. It's perfect purse to hang off your shoulder and go to a party or just anywhere, just hanging out at college or, wherever. I would even wear this to church. I think the ladies at church would go gaga over this. Let me see if it will fit. It almost fits. I don't want to put any pressure on that. So I had to find a different box for it. Because the box you're going to gift something in or ship, well, not ship. Shipping boxes are usually larger than you would use for your gift boxes. I mean, I could put it back in this. I think I'll do this temporarily. And I'll have to remove the label. I'm just going to set this inside here. And then later, because the label's still on it, I'll take off the label and I'll put bubble wrap back around it and I will gift it in this box because I don't have the in-between box I need to gift it like I normally would. But anyway, I think you all know who's going to get that. And here again is Deborah's business card. Let's see if I can pull this tape off of it. What I like to do is I like to send out Christmas cards to people and return their business cards. She did put my name on here, but thing is, I might buy from her in the future. She sent me the same thank you note back. But anyway, this is her business card. I'm going to set this over here in my pile of business cards, and I'm going to see if I have happiness in chat. Good morning, Roll Calls Cabin. Yeah, I know. It's so nice. I'm hoping everybody's having a nice day too. And I started out this live with a Bible reading about the territory that is the promised land that was promised to the Jews. It includes more than a third, but less than half of Syria. So that's right in the Bible. It's in Ezekiel 47, verses 13 to 20, if you all want to look it up. Yeah, you do have to use plenty of tape. I use plenty of tape on just Christmas presents and birthday presents, anniversary presents, and all the presents I give throughout the year. Oh, you're at work? Oh my goodness. Are you have a cabin in the woods and you do a lot of chainsawing? Is that right, Robocall's cabin, or you just have a cabin that you hunt and fish out of? Oh, there's a lot of craziness at work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But, the world is kind of chaotic anymore. I just, I pray, I read the Bible, I try to stay centered in the Lord, and that's how I cope with it. That's part of what Christians do, and have faith that God's going to take care of it. God's going to take care of me and my family. That doesn't mean that I sit on my tuchus. That means that I ask for guidance on what to do in particular situations, for discernment on how to handle situations. And things can get really crazy, like you're saying, Tom. And I hope that things work out for everyone today, including Tom. And when I get offline, I'm going to pray for everyone that was in this chat. I understand. Oh, promote insecure mirror. You know, commercialism does that, and not just with men. Of course, this whatever you're doing in your life or what you're surrounded with might pertain just to men, but women. The pictures they put of women on commercials and in magazines when we used to have magazines, or the pictures online, a lot of them are doctored up and are unrealistic. So women have it hard too because they want to achieve, they're told if you don't achieve this certain body image, you're worthless, directly and indirectly. Yep. Yes. And men are told this is the woman you need. And she's unrealistically beautiful and skinny. And just like when we go to the grocery store, the apples and oranges and green peppers and everything that's put out into the displays are near perfect. They only put the very best in that grocery store display. And if you go out and then you grow your own crops, you're going to end up with some weird looking carrots. Your pumpkins might not look like pumpkins. So you do all that work and you end up with a less than perfect vegetable or fruit. And you're like, well, what's wrong with me? But those vegetables and fruits that you might grow at home, or that you might get down the road out in the country a little bit at a farmer's market, they're just as nutritious and God-given as those perfect fruits in the produce section of major chain grocery stores. And it's a shame that we just throw away all those imperfect vegetables. Those companies, and with people hungry, I fully support food banks. I've given to food banks, and quite honestly, I've had times in my life that I've gone to food banks. And it's a shame when people are going hungry and they're thrown away perfectly nutritious vegetables. And I look at relationships like that too. We are in a society where everybody swipes left if they see one little thing wrong. Now, if that one little thing wrong is, a history of pedophilia or, a criminal record, I understand that. But if it's just because his eyes aren't the right color, that kind of thing, we need to understand that we have been sold a bill of goods that's not obtainable. Everything that we are fed, every insecurity we're given, like, shampoo and conditioner commercials. If my shampoo is not giving me a thrill in the shower, I guess it's not good enough. If I don't use the right type of toothpaste, I'm not good enough. And that's what they tell us over and over to prompt us to buy those products that, we don't really need, because the generic is just as good. The guy that has the limp and the wrong color eyes might be the perfect man, you know. So, and vice versa for you guys. If a woman's not perfectly skinny, but you like the way she dances, she might be the woman for you. Well, I'm glad you stopped in, Roll Call's Cabin. I'm going to go by your channel again and make sure that I'm remembering what your content is, because, I might have you confused with somebody else at this point, but I'm going to get to know you more. You come in my lives frequently, and I appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. And I have been on about the amount of time I like to be on. I started out that I really wanted to go a full hour, but I don't know. I just am doing what feels comfortable. I did a short Bible reading, a small unboxing, two small unboxings, and I think I've said what I need to say today to all of you. You all have a wonderful and blessed day.